Well, after lightly absorbing, there's lots of illustrations. What I find most fascinating with the illustrations in this book is not only are they directly related to the lines drawn and shown from Barbara Brennan's works that I discovered at the library, and then was flipping through and was like, whoa, I've seen that while I was working with this person, or I saw that while I was working on myself, or and then I started saying out loud, like, uh, when I was connected with the earth, these are the lines I saw. And then I turned a couple more pages and she has an illustration of that. This book on the channels definitely breaks them down, and so many times energetically saw where there was full movement or lack thereof, or like the spot needed to be opened or released. Oops, sorry, kitty. Um, and so energetically, I've seen all of these. Anything that's in this book, energetically, I've seen. What I find helpful for this particular book is it breaks down where it begins and ends. However, it is pretty complex for reasons of connecting how they break down, where to push for the acupuncture, which I have never experienced nor done on another person. However, I have worked with people that have gone to acupuncturists multiple times, as well as orthopedics. Doctor upon doctor, it's still no relief. Only to have one, two, at most three sessions and be free of their pain that had sometimes been looming for years. This particular book is quite fascinating. The illustrations are kind of funny there. This breaks it down and also is discussing the acupuncture concepts and motor points, and while at the same time, see, it breaks down. So in combination, it makes sense, that for anybody that was learning this, that the textbooks would go together. So it's quite complex, yet what I'm finding so fascinating, and why I even bothered to do this video, just arbitrary as I was sitting here on this gorgeous day, I was enjoying the last of the sun rays coming through. That what I'm finding fascinating is all of this can be healed energetically without anything outside of the body. And this book is the one that really made me think this way, because each of these are plants and herbs, which are great. And a lot of them talk about reducing the heat, which I found fascinating over and over again, with lung, kidney, spleen, liver, stomach. If a person has allergies or asthma, or the heat and cooling, which has been a focus of absorbing information in different ways and different resources and in different disciplines. So to read it through these plants and herbs is fascinating. There's like nearly 300 pages. And can you have every herb? I started to get a little overwhelmed, like, uh, you know, well, this one would be really great to have on hand, and this one would be really great to have on hand. The thing is, most of us can't have, we don't have access to it yet. In this wonderful, beautiful world that we have, a lot of us do have access all the same. The thing is, as I was flipping through and repetitively sort of like, I can't grow every plant, I started to feel a little overwhelmed. I realized, Tracy, hello, and why it's so important to discuss it. That, yes, matters help. Yes. Can we reduce what is causing? Yes. Can we utilize different herbs, flowers, plants that will cool the body, calm the, I love that in this, they continuously said, and calm the spirit. I'm thinking, I'd like a gallon of that and gallon of that. I wish I would have had a gallon of that back when I was, like, where was this stuff when I was? At the same time, meditation helped that, right? Did I still fell in between? Yeah. Would it have helped? Would one or two or three or four helped during different stages of grief or whatnot? Yes, when you're talking, obviously, stop bleeding. Those are kind of important, right? When you talk on a spiritual level, when you're talking energetically, a needle, and when the practitioner, undoubtedly, a practitioner, master especially, is utilizing energy flow along with the needle, right? Well, just as equally in the opposite direction, for energetically, and then your finger becomes the needle. Because again, I've worked with people, several people, this little spot right here. Several times there was a message of them holding back, and the individual agreed completely. Because when I'm working on, an individual, their stuff, anything blocked, anything psychologically that comes up, is shown so that it allows working through. And when I'm just barely touching, or not even touching, across the world, just on the phone, not even touching, I can see those little spots. Well, in person, I can touch. Maybe